In this short Ramadan reminder, we are continuing insha'Allah ta'ala from where we left off. In this beautiful hadith of Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, narrated by Al-Bukhari and Muslim, in which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam narrates from Allah Azza wa Jal, and we spoke about how fasting is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that fasting is rewarded in a way that no other deed is rewarded by. So we continue on with the hadith. وَالصِّيَامُ جُنَّةٌ. Fasting is a shield. And if we think about it, fasting is a shield in so many ways. Fasting is something which naturally shields your nafs from its desires. Because your nafs has desires, your soul has desires. إِنَّ النَّفْسَ لَأَمَّارَةٌ بِالسُّوءِ. The soul is constantly inclined towards evil. So your soul has desires. And when you fast, you shield your soul from those desires. Because when you cut out food and drink and intimacy, then for certain, you also cut off the general flow of desires to the soul. And the general following of the soul, following its desires. And so from this point of view, it is a shield. It's also a shield from the point of view of the way that people deal with you. Because it protects you from argumentation and from bad speech, just like it protects you from desires that are outside of what you are allowed in the fast. And we find this from the continuation of the hadith. فَإِذَا كَانَ يَوْمُ صَوْمِ أَحَدِكُمْ فَلَا يَرْفُثْ يَوْمَئِذٍ وَلَا يَسْخَبْ. So if it is a day of fasting for one of you, فَلَا يَرْفُثْ, don't let him say any obscene words. Ar-rafath here means to say obscenities, to say evil words. Because fasting is not just about leaving food and drink, but also about leaving obscenity and rude words and swearing and bad language. وَلَا يَسْخَبْ, and don't let him raise his voice and shout and argue with people. So fasting is a shield from wrong words that you say, and fasting is also a shield from getting angry, raising voices and argumentation. And then we're told what to do if the person does indeed begin arguing with you. So the Prophet ﷺ continued in this narration from Allah Azza wa Jal. He said, فَإِن سَابَّهُ أَحَدٌ أَوْ قَاتَلَهُ فَلْيَقُلْ إِنِّي امْرَأٌ صَائِمٌ. And so if anyone curses you, or swears at you, or fights with you, argues with you, then say to them, إِنِّي امْرَأٌ صَائِمٌ. I am a fasting person. And in another narration, إِنِّي صَائِمٌ إِنِّي صَائِمٌ. I'm fasting. So it is a shield from your desires, it's a shield from the way that other people treat you, it's a shield from bad language, it's a shield from obscenity, and more than anything, it's a shield from the hellfire. It's a shield from the anger of Allah and His punishment. And ultimately that is what we want from our taqwa, and of course that is the purpose of fasting, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, as we mentioned in an earlier reminder. And Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. وَالصَّلَاةُ وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَى نَبِيِّنَا مُحَمَّدٍ وَعَلَى آلِهِ وَصَحْبِهِ أَجْمَعِينَ.